that most singers won't do. So that way, eventually, you'll be able to do the things that most singers can't do. Okay, so sometimes I go a little flat, so I'm gonna be going for a C sharp. That way I can guarantee that I'm at least hitting a C. So, my goal is do. That's my goal in mixed voice, or whatever we want to call it. Full mixed voice or whatever. Okay, so how I kind of get myself up there is I'll start off where I'm most comfortable. So I'm gonna go and try to get that do, have that note an octave higher. I'm gonna try to have that be, just gonna try to hit it. So start off a little low. Yeah. I've also found that when I'm able to sing low and it feels nice and free, it helps me sing higher, more free. It's still gonna sound tight up there because I'm still working on my upper register, but I'm just trying to share with you all my progress and my process, how I'm approaching expanding my range, which has been working for me because I can sing a lot higher, a lot comfortably now than I could 5, 6, 7 years ago. Way better. I listened to myself back then and I'm like, man, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And hopefully in 5 to 10 years from now, I'm gonna look back at myself today and say, wow, I didn't know what the heck I was doing, because hopefully I'll be a lot better. Anyways, so the key is to sound ugly and be okay with that, because we're experimenting. So here we go. Da 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 dee dee dee. That's the pattern I'm gonna go for. La da 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 da. Now, do 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 do. Oh, if people come in, hold on. Okay. Do 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 do. So my old voice teacher used to tell me to try to keep moving your voice even while you're at your higher range. That way your voice can kind of just fall into doing what it's supposed to do, because you can't really have much flexibility in your voice unless you're singing with decent technique. So, and then eventually, after you can hit those notes and move around on them a little bit, then you can start sustaining on them. So, yeah, I'm aware that my larynx is still going up. That's a problem. I don't want it to keep doing that. There's a couple techniques that I'm working on for that. That's probably for a different video. But yeah, so, okay. One of the ways that I get up there, that I've been getting up there, that's been super helpful for me, for you other bass baritones, whatever you call yourself, if you naturally feel like you're a lower voice, is that it's super helpful to practice sliding up and down in your range and sliding across your break points without breaking. So let's see if I can do this. Okay, so this is what I mean. I'm gonna go from chest voice to mixed voice, or chest voice into mixed voice into falsetto, and try not to crack. Here's cracking. Here's the regular way that would naturally happen if we're not thinking about it. Right? Yeah, this is why I'm in the car. I know I'm gonna post this, and my last video got 100,000 views, but I'm afraid if 1 or 2 people walk by me and hear this. So, okay, anyways. But the key is be comfortable try to get over that fear of not being afraid to make silly sounds. I said I'm afraid if people hear me walking by, but I'm still gonna do it. That's the key. So here, I'm gonna try to do it without breaking. And it's easier to do it soft first. The sun is killing me. That's better. Okay, so I'll do it softly first. And airy. It helps to be soft and airy. Okay? Wait for that car to go by. Oop, little crack. So when I first started, it was harder to go down without cracking. I could go up without cracking pretty easy, but when I come back down, I'd almost always crack. Now I can do it a lot easier. Oop. Okay, next step is to try to get a little louder and take some air out. Do one or the other, try louder with air or less air but same volume, and eventually we want to get louder with less air. So just move slowly, and I'm going pretty fast. I'm going it might be helpful to go slower, or start right before you crack and do that, because you're gonna run out of breath. Right? No crack. So I'll try to get a little louder. And really feel what's going on there and just let it naturally happen. And eventually you find that there's this middle area in between your crack where it's my crack is around, I have a crack around D and another one around F sharp, and then another one right after A. So I don't really know exactly what's going on there, but yeah, when I add more body to it. So let's see. So let's try to play with that in between sound. Now I'm in between, and it sounds weird, but I'm in between. I'm feeling some interesting things going on here. So, okay, let's see. So now I'm just gonna sound ugly, do whatever I gotta do, but my only goal right now is to feel free, like less tension, no pain, and no crack. That's my only goal. I'm not focused on quality of sound right now, okay? So here we go. And loudness. I'm focused on loudness too, okay? A little crack going down. Try again on a different valve. Cracking. Okay, that was decent. That was okay. If I did it a few more times, I'd feel it a little bit better. But yeah, the main goal is to just start soft and airy. I find to be the easiest. Keep sliding up and down between your cracks, and eventually you'll get comfortable in there where you can sing there a lot easier. And then the next step after that is to be able to get your voices to sound similar when they're near their breaking points. So what I mean is, if I say, all that All I want, all I want, all I want is you. So when I say want, I'm already, if I sang that in full chest, I'd say, all I want, all I want, all I want is. It gets hard, it gets really tense. But if I let it go into that mixed voice, all I want is you. All I want is. So, all I want is. Okay, so yeah, we'll start with that for now. So, you kind of get the point, hopefully. Hopefully, I'm explaining it okay. That you want to focus on where you crack, get comfortable in there. I know we always try to avoid that. We try to sing a little higher than that or a little lower than that, but get comfortable in that crack so you can learn to play with it. Okay, but the sounding the same. So when I crack, is you, the is part, that's my mix, but it's kind of like I'm using some of my falsetto, but if I don't mix it good, then I'm like, all I want, all I want. Trying to think how to explain this. Okay, so it's like, okay, so if I have too much chest and then I don't have enough chest when I go up, you're gonna hear a clear difference. So too much chest. All I want is you. Okay, that's super exaggerated. But if I put more head voice, falsetto-y voice as I go up, and then I'm gradually putting more of that head voice as I go up. And then when I go up and I'm coming down, I'm slowly putting more chest voice, and that's how you get that blend where your voice sounds all like one voice and you're not going into your falsetto or mixed voice or anything. That's how a lot of people, not me, but that's how a lot of people on the radio are able to sing these crazy notes and it sounds like they're in chest voice the whole time. So yeah. So all I want is you, baby. So I don't think that's all full voice. I feel it resonating up here more. And I can even make it more forward. All I want is you. And by no means am I saying I'm the best singer, but I'm working on getting that mixed voice as a bass baritone. My speaking voice anyways, as a baritone. So I hope that helps. A lot of people have been asking me what my approach is to be able to sing a bit higher. I guess this was more contemporary, modern, R&B / pop style, not so much classical style. I was trained to sing classically, like operatically, but right now I'm just trying to keep it as basic as possible, even though classical voice is, well, I don't want to say the most natural way to sing because I'm not entirely sure that that's true. But anyways, for the purposes of this video, we're just trying to figure out how to navigate our voice, the basics. So number one, let's make sure that we're going up and down, getting comfortable with that crack area. And number two, we are not focusing so much and being so concerned with the sound and how beautiful we sound right now, because that will come as we become more comfortable and more acquainted with our voice in that range. And yeah, as long as things don't hurt, I really think everything's fine. There's multiple different parts of our voice, and I think it's important to strengthen all of them as much as we can, but focus on what feels most comfortable for you. Everyone who's a bass wishes they were a tenor, and everyone who's a tenor wishes they were a bass. My best friend is a natural tenor. He can't sing below, like, he can't sing pretty much below this. And I'm like, I always go so much lower than him. And he's like, oh, I wish I could sing that. I sound like a little beep, you know? But, and then when he sings way up here, and I'm way well into my mixed voice, and he's up there in his chest voice, just chilling, I'm jealous of that too. But we all have our strengths and weaknesses. So, as our natural lower voices, we can sing higher eventually, but it's gonna be really difficult to, I'll put it this way. We can work hard to sing as high as we want, but if someone who naturally feels comfortable up there works hard, we're not gonna be able to really compete with that. But if we naturally sing at this range, and someone else, those tenors that naturally sing higher, try to work at singing at our range, there's no way that they're gonna be able to compete with us either. So I'd say focus on your strengths, let your strengths become stronger, and then just play around in different parts of your voice. Have fun with it. Sound stupid, sound ugly. Do the things that most singers won't do, so that way eventually you'll be able to do the things that most singers can't do. And that's all I got. Have fun, everyone. Be safe with your voice. Love yourself. Don't get too pissed off at yourself if you're not grasping the concepts and the exercises right away. It takes time. It's taken me years and years. I started singing when I was about 17 years old in high school. So yeah, it's worth it though. It's worth it. It's a beautiful thing, and I would never ever go back and replace any of my time practicing with anything else, because it's grown me to be the disciplined kind of person I am today. It's super fun to be able to sing pretty much any male singer on the radio that I hear, or any song that I want, be able to put my passion into the performance instead of worrying about what my voice is going to do so much. And I'm excited to keep on learning and improving. And if anyone else wants to add any feedback, please do. I want this to be a community where we can all learn from each other, and a safe place where we can explore and just have a good time. All right, much love. Till next time. If you have any questions, let me know. I just got home and watched the video, and I noticed that baby might sound like I'm in falsetto. So I'm gonna do 3 things. I'm gonna do as much chest voice up there as I can, then I'm gonna do a mixed voice, then I'm gonna do falsetto, then I'm gonna do reinforced falsetto on that note. Baby. So here we go. Start with most chest. Baby, 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 baby. Now I'm gonna mix it. Baby, babe. It's hard because I was just grabbing all my throat up there. Babe, babe. Start a little lower so you can hear it merge into there. Babe, babe, baby, baby. Okay, and now I'm gonna try to do it without squeezing my eyes so tight. Baby. Okay, and now I'm gonna do falsetto. Baby, baby. Now reinforced falsetto. Baby, 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 baby. play with that, with your voice and stuff, and see if it helps.